Hey there, coming in there. My name's Tyler Douthit, coming at you live here. I'm a top 2% seller on Amazon. Hey there, friends in need. I'm a big seller of earbuds on Amazon as well as directly to schools. Top 2% Amazon seller. I sell about 10,000 earbuds a day. And I was doing a live Q&A. It's my first one. I do it on Twitter normally. Hey there. Normally I do Instagram live, but I was giving it a shot. Hey there, Burnett. But I figured give it a shot, Twitter, Periscope instead, see what we can find here. So I'd be happy to answer any question at all about anything. I know a lot about personal finance, buying, selling on eBay, Amazon, e-commerce, anything like that. So please feel free to answer. I'll answer any question you ask, so ask anytime. And I'll be happy to answer it to the best of my ability, totally free. I sell under TFD Supplies. It's a big brand on Amazon. I also sell directly to schools, all in the earbud market. Like I said, move about 10,000 earbuds a day, give or take. Work from home, have one of my wife's brothers work with me here. And also building out the personal brand, trying to leverage some of the business success for personal brand growth as well. I make all my money for my family and myself off of the business, so this I do all for free, just to give and see where it goes from there. But I'll happy to answer any questions at all about anything either coming in. So please feel free, any question you have about anything. Hamster deaths, fun. So any Q&A, please, I'll answer the questions in the order in which they arrive on here. So please feel free to ask any questions at all. I'll give you any information that I can about anything, my opinions and all that. So I'll be happy to go until that point. Any question comes in, I'll just kind of go on my spiel here. Tyler Douthit, sell under the brand TFD Supplies for earbuds on Amazon as well as on my own e-commerce site. The largest earbud seller on Amazon, top 2% Amazon seller. Let's see what else. Growing the personal brand, got about 34 or so thousand followers across all social media channels combined. A lot by many, very few by others. No Kim Kardashian. And I'm using that to kind of grow up my personal brand, and I've been getting trying to raise awareness for non-epileptic attack disorder. If you have any tips to get noticed, it would be great. What are you doing right now as far as social media marketing, anything like that? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Instagram and Snapchat sound like fun for that one particularly, because you can tell stories and people like the stories, and as long as you post something at least every 24 hours, good, all of them, that is the right answer. But I would specifically focus on how you can on Snapchat and Instagram. I would push Snapchat too, only because those 14-year-olds are going to become 20-year-olds and 25-year-olds eventually, and people that are young are often very passionate about lots of things too. So I'd consider Snapchat. Either way though, the story feature would be extra appealing to me, because you could tell a story about an individual person with it. And if you can relate someone and show kind of a daily progression of story to any group of people kind of thing, the circle that pops up on Instagram for the actual story. As things go, I would definitely do that. You could post once or twice a day part of this person's life. And if you just show the authentic, real life of that person, people are going to identify with that and not be very, very more willing to get involved, donate, be active in an organization like that, if you can identify them with a story. Because you always see, I think they're effective, I like to call them sob stories. And on TV like that, they play like the horrible sad music and they show starving dogs. They tell that story and people buy it every time. But if you could do that on a regular basis, within 24-hour time frames, that could be something that could work. So definitely get to that, and well as consider expanding into Snapchat as well, because that story feature, same idea. I think Instagram kind of copied it from Snapchat. So please, any further questions, I'd be happy to answer anything I can. Please chime in here. In the meantime, anyone that is watching, I am active on all the social media channels. You're very welcome, friends in need. If I provide any value, please, you're welcome. If I provide any value, please consider following me on Snapchat, Tyler Douthit, the number 1 at the end, Tyler Douthit 1. If not, please unfollow me, unfriend me, whatever, if I provide no value. But please consider following on Snapchat on my story if I do. Any further questions, please chime in. There's a few viewers here. Anything about, that was a social media kind of question, social media, business, money, personal finance, buying and selling with Amazon. I'm pretty big into selling on Amazon. I know a lot of the ins and outs about that. Fun note, yesterday my business was featured on the NBC News in St. Louis. That's pretty cool. And it was in the newspaper a few weeks ago, so I'm kind of harnessing the success of the business to gain some exposure for my personal brand. I'll add you on Instagram. I think I'm following on Twitter already. I'm guessing you're on Twitter with that. Instagram, I appreciate that. Same handle, Tyler Douthit. So that's kind of where that's at. I'd be happy to answer any further questions. Please chime in. T. Ome, I think. Tyler, same, maybe same first name, who knows? Maybe a different name. There's more than one T first name. So please, any kind of Q&A, I'd be happy to answer anything. People tend to be interested a lot in buying and selling on Amazon because a lot of people want to do that, make some money, start a business. It's a common theme. So I'd be happy to answer anything particular about that. I did a nice Q&A actually on Instagram earlier today, but I'm trying out the Twitter one to see what different kind of response I get, what kind of interactions. But it was a lot about sourcing products and how to source them right, how to sell on there using Amazon sponsored ads, the sponsored products as they call them or not. But I'd be happy to answer anything. All of my secrets are free for the picky, and if anyone just asks, so please feel free to chime in at all. I don't hold any of this back. I give all this information for free. I'm not selling a course. I'm not selling an ebook. I'm not trying to get you to go to a seminar. This is all straight information from the source with nothing to gain. And because I'm a practitioner and have an actual business, I don't have to monetize any of this. I give this for free to give, and then eventually maybe ask. Who knows? Maybe somewhere down the road. But I'll give for a long time before I ever ask for anything. So any further questions? I'm trying to gauge what it's like here. Let's see. I've actually never used this one before. Let's see. The button's there. Live, ask for share, ask for follow, share, broadcast, start. Like in Sketch. That's kind of neat too. Yeah, I'm clicking on the right hook away. That's right. Jab, 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 right hook. Well, if I'm going to right hook, all I can ask is follow me on Snapchat. At Tyler Douthit, the number 1. Also, if you're open to it, SoundCloud and iTunes under Tyler Douthit podcast. I think audio form is big coming up. So please consider on there. So I guess I can talk at the same time I'm doing this. The broadcast details, ask for follow, ask for share, share broadcast, start sketching, flip camera. Those are nice little features on there. Thank you, appreciate that. Under Tyler Douthit on SoundCloud and on iTunes. Not on Spotify. They're super picky with who they let on their podcasting audio stuff on there. But SoundCloud and iTunes. Hey there, P. Jervis, joining a live broadcast with Tyler Douthit, a top 2% Amazon seller, the largest earbud seller in North America, and I appreciate a share on Twitter. You never know, I might. Let's see, and a clap too, or a hit, one or the other. I'm not an expert on the emojis sometimes. But yeah, large seller on eBay, somewhat on eBay, large on Amazon. If you look for like bulk earbuds on Amazon, you'll find TFD supplies all down the whole first and second page. Pretty much taking that waist high. There you go. And so that's what's going on. It's my pleasure, and I really appreciate that. Is there anyone else watching? Help somebody today. That's great. I would be happy to answer any further questions, any kind of opinions, insights about what it is I do, what it is I could offer, and assistance and help for someone else, anything like that. I'll be happy to answer any question that pops up here on the screen, so please feel free to chime in anytime. Let's see, retweeted. Thank you, P. Jervis. So anyway, that's going on right now. If anybody's interested, please feel free to chime in anymore, and I'll answer any question that comes up here. Decent amount about personal finance. Hey there, Sammy Chocho coming in, and big into selling on Amazon. Amazon, it's hard to find the right products for good margins. Takes trial and error and strategy. I'm fortunate to have decent. Invited the followers. Thank you, friends in need. And the margins are pretty important. The other day I was corresponding with the American Express Open Magazine place, and they were talking about margins, and all they do, I'm a big proponent of margins because you got to be careful just selling cheap for the sake of selling cheap, because if you have too low of margins, you're not going to have any flexibility to grow, to satisfy customers, to impress, which is more important, your customers. And so all you're going to do is end up just trying to have enough cash flow to really break even. And I think the biggest piece of cash flow is having appropriate margins to be able to actually grow, because if you don't, you're just going to end up always barely breaking even when you try to get anywhere. That's a side note there. I don't have too much longer here, probably just a minute or two more. I could answer one or two more questions. Please feel free, anybody, to chime in here, and I'll answer anything to the best of my ability. Open book. I don't ask you to come to a seminar, a course. I'm not selling an ebook, anything like that. It's just all free information that I'm happy to give to anybody that wants to watch here. Let's see, so anybody else coming in here, be happy to give any information here at all, so please chime in. I'll answer any question that comes in the order in which it arrives. Let's see, no viewers. So at this point, good a time as any, go ahead and call it. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope I provided some kind of value today on this Friday afternoon.